What's up everybody, Dapper Jeff here, and I wanted to share with you a dish that's inspired by the Overwatch League team, the Chengdu Hunters. I got to thinking, Chengdu, China, home of one of the premier panda breeding facilities on the planet. Panda, bamboo, China, bamboo cashew chicken. I found an awesome recipe that's less than 500 calories. I'm going to show you how to cook it. Just come with me. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to do is put together our awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Going to grab some cornstarch, right in here into our bowl. We got our hoisin sauce, and that was tamari, not hoisin. This is our hoisin sauce. A little bit of sesame oil, our honey, because we want it to be sweet. You know, like Dr. Batman. We got a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and then I have a blend of garlic and ginger. Give it a little bit of giddy up. A little bit of water, just to give it some more liquidity. I'm going to mix this all together until it's nice and well blended. Actually, could have gone for a smaller bowl this time. As I shoot Doctor a look, and he is rolling his eyes at me. Use my fork and just make sure all the little clumps of cornstarch are broken down. Alright guys, so next up you want to grab your chicken, and we're almost done with the sauce for now. And take our chicken. I'm going to put it into an airtight bowl, bowl I can put a lid on. If you guys want to grab a Ziploc bag, that works too. I'm going to grab 1 tablespoon of the sauce. I'm going to mix it in with the chicken. Then you're going to season with a little bit of pepper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twists, little twists, and a little bit of salt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there. Finally got salt on like shake number 4. Put the lid on. I'm going to let this air out. And I'm going to shake it. I'm going to make sure that chicken gets good and coated, getting seasoned with everything. I might add another tablespoon of that awesome sauce. But that's just between you and me, guys. It's you and me. Now that I've got the chicken good and coated, I'm going to set our sauce aside because we're not going to need this for another couple minutes. I'm going to put it right over here. But what I am going to grab is our cornstarch, because that's going to go in our chicken as well. That's going to act as kind of part of the seasoning. So I'm going to shake that over. Then I'm going to shake our chicken again, because I want the cornstarch to give our chicken a nice little bit of a coating, a lot like when we were doing the General Knox's Varkid. That way, when we cook it in a couple minutes, not even a couple minutes, in just a minute or 3, when we throw this on some heat, it'll give us a nice little bit of a shell, like a nice coating, a little bit of a crispity, crunchy coo. Now we're done with our chicken. And look at that. It's coated, it's in our sauce and our cornstarch. We're going to set that right there. Now we're going to move over to the stove. So we got our oil, we got our hot pot cold oil, food no stick. I'm about to toss in our chicken. So we got our chicken in here now. Going to spread it out so it cooks fairly evenly. I don't want any one bit of chicken cooking quicker than the others. And we're just going to let this cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, or until the chicken starts to brown. Not fully brown, mind you, but just starting to. Now that we've got our chicken nicely starting to brown, we're going to take our red bell pepper and just dump it right on in there, along with our broccoli, because who doesn't love broccoli? And we're just going to let this cook for another, 2 to 3 minutes, just enough for the veggies to soften just a little bit, so they'll be tender, but still crispy. Because that crunch, that crisp is one thing we're really looking for in this dish. It's that wonderful texture, that fresh little bite. Just makes life fantastic. At this point, I'm also going to clear out a space And I'm gonna mix in 1 can of bamboo shoots. Now, the Chengdu Hunter logo is the panda, because Chengdu, China is the home to one of the most renowned panda breeding facilities on the planet. And what's a panda's favorite snack? Bamboo! As you can see, the broccoli's actually darkened a little bit, which is a really good sign. It's still crunchy, it's warm, it's tender. It's exactly what you want it to be. Now this is the most crucial part of cooking the dish right here. We're gonna take all of our leftover sauce, we're gonna pour it on. I'm gonna mix this all together to make sure everything gets coated. That way everything has a chance to get some sauce on it. Everything's getting saucy now. But before I say we're done with that, I'm gonna toss in the cashews. So you can't have a cashew chicken without cashews. That's just silly. You know, I dare anyone to tell me, Dapper Jeff, you can totally have it without cashews. No, you can't. It's in the name. I'm gonna mix this up a little bit. I'm gonna let it simmer for just a minute or two, just enough for that sauce to kind of cook down and thicken up, which actually it looks like it's already done while I was talking to you guys. So this looks fantastic. And before I call it a day, I'm gonna add one last component to the dish. Something of my own volition, there we go, that's the word. Much like the bamboo, it's not technically part of the recipe I found, but a little green onion for a little extra bite, little extra crunch. And I mean, come on guys, you know I love my green onions. So I'm gonna mix this all up, I'm gonna plate up a bowl, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. All right guys, so I'm cheating now. I'm showing you guys the dish before it's all finished and ready. But one thing I would feel bad about if I didn't mention, for a garnish, feel free to use some green onion if you have any left over, or I'm doing a light sprinkling of toasted sesame seeds. All right everybody, that's how you make a fantastic bamboo cashew chicken a la Chengdu Hunters. Like I said earlier, this dish will only run about 420 calories, 425 tops. That's craziness. It's delicious. Nothing that healthy has any reason being that delicious. I'm Dapper Jeff. I'll catch you next week, but until then, stay well fed.
Jeff, awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.
Actually, it really is awesome.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.